Hello, and thank you so much for clicking on this video when you saw it pop on your feed. If this is your very first time tuning into one of my live videos, my name is Candice Dormon. I'm a wife, mom, and entrepreneur here in the New Haven area. And in this space, I am talking about summer planning. And we are going to go through one of our favorite in-area programs, the Audubon Arts. But before we jump into that, I just want to make sure to highlight this series of interviews is a complement to the New Haven Summer Camp Toolkit. It's going to help give you insight into each of the programs so that you have a full understanding of what's going on at each program while you're making your decisions. Inside of the toolkit, you'll find all of the information that you need to help you, determine which program works best for your family, and two, get all the information together that you need to apply. Today, I have with me Tubis from the Audubon Arts, and we're going to talk about the Audubon Arts program that's offered in downtown New Haven. Anne, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Candice.
Of course, of course. I am so excited to learn a little bit more about this program. If you are watching this video and you're not super knowledgeable or you haven't heard of the Audubon Arts program, like I hadn't actually, it is a part of the Neighborhood Music School. The Neighborhood Music School, right? I almost said program, but it's a whole school that offers a plethora of programs. So, Anne, can you tell us a little bit about Neighborhood Music School, and then we'll dive into the Audubon Arts program?
Sure. Neighborhood Music School is right in the heart of New Haven on Audubon Street in the Arts District. We have wonderful faculty who teach music, dance, voice. We have 30 plus instruments. We have an arts-based preschool. We have an arts-based middle school. We have classes for all ages, from kids to adults. And we have some remote classes as well for dance for Parkinson's, for folks with movement challenges and so forth. So we have a large variety of programming. We offer a lot of free programming for some of our school-age kids and partner with New Haven Public Schools. There's just tons of information, tons of offerings at Neighborhood Music School. You can learn more about our school as a whole at nmsnewhaven.org.
Perfect. Perfect. I love it. There is so much goodness going on in that building. And it's one of the, I would say, like a hidden gem, especially if you are new to the area. My favorite part about the Neighborhood Music School is that you have programming for as early as moms and me, right? You mentioned 6 months old.
Yes.
So you can really get started pretty early with your children in music. And we know how important music is to early development and general development.
Absolutely.
I'm a deep lover of music and wish I knew a little bit more.
Well, come here. We'll help you learn as much as your heart desires. It's wonderful for brains from the earliest children all the way through seniors, keeping their minds active, their bodies active. And we have students here ranging all ages.
I love it. I love it. The other thing that's really cool that you mentioned is how long the Neighborhood Music School has been around. You yourself used to be a student here. So we're talking multi-generations. How long has the Neighborhood Music School been around?
Neighborhood Music School is over 100 years old. We've been here on Audubon Street since the 60s. And I came myself as a child, indeed, studying piano lessons. And then when my kids were ready for preschool, I had them attend the preschool here. And then I became a teacher there and have been working at Neighborhood for over 16 years.
I love it. That's one of the things that helps you really know how amazing a program is or a school is the longevity. The longevity and the fact that multiple generations can go. And
Yes.
I'm loving to learn a little bit more about how the school is evolving over the years and looking ahead. It's a really exciting time.
Indeed. Yes.
So today we're here to talk about summer camps, and I was thrilled to learn about the Audubon Arts program. So why don't we just dive right in? Tell me a little bit about the program, who it serves, and the main focus of the program.
Great. Audubon Arts started in 1984 in a partnership with Creative Arts Workshop right next door in ECA across the street. And it's grown over the years from a 5-week program for younger children into a 6-week program for kids from kindergarten through high school.
I love
We
it.
also have a wonderful staff, which is often kids who have come through the program or grown up through the program, and we really provide wonderful opportunities for not only the kids but the staff and the families too. They all enjoy Audubon Arts. It's a musical theater program, a 6-week program, where the kids are involved in all aspects of putting together their own unique musical theater production. They work with their drama director to create a story. They work with the music director who rewrites the lyrics to pop songs that will fit for their story. In art, they'll do costumes, props, and scenery. And in dance, they'll learn some simple choreography to go with their show. They work on all aspects of it for the 3 weeks or 6 weeks that they're here. And at the end of their session, they'll put on a performance of their show.
I love it. That's when I heard that description, I thought it was so amazing to get to give young people the opportunity to participate in all the different parts of what it takes to put on a musical, what it takes to put
Yep.
on a musical, right? So that if you thought you had the only thing you could do was sing and dance on stage, going through this program lets you see just how many other jobs there are to do. So if you can't sing and dance, you can still be involved in musical theater.
Yes, yes, you can still participate. It's a fully collaborative program. We really cherish the input from the kids and use it at every chance we get. They have opportunity to talk about what they think the plot should be, or the characters, or the dialogue. They even come up with accents that they want their characters to have. The costumes, they design them themselves. They design the scenery. The art team will give a hand, but the kids all put it together. And it really shows in not only their excitement and the finished product, where you could just see that it's done by those kids, but it just in their day-to-day work. They're completely invested, and they love every moment that they're here. It's just a really fun, vibrant day for all of them, everyone that's here.
So, can you give me a sense of why children choose your program? Like, what is one of the things that you hear young people say after they've gone through the Audubon Arts program?
There is an incredible feeling of camaraderie and welcome and just joy that comes with being part of Audubon Arts. As a parent, I've had 3 kids go through the program, and I know that they cherished their summers. They looked forward to summer. During the whole rest of the school year, they just could not wait to get back to Audubon Arts. So the friendships and the bonds that are created in the summer are really bring so much to children's lives for the whole rest of the year, and really keeps them connected to each other and to our school and to our program. So there's just that, we call it the magic of Audubon Arts. It's just this feel, it's very unique to our program. And once kids are here, they're here, they're here for life, really, they love it. And you can tell in that the kids that go through the program want to come back and be counselors. They look at the older kids, they look at the staff, they're like, I want to get there. I'm gonna stay here until I can be in that spot. And they love watching and enjoying all the various steps of the program, and being part of it, and kind of envisioning themselves in those positions a little bit later on in life. So there's just a wonderful joy. There's a sense of fun, and every camp is fun, but there's just something really special about Audubon Arts. And I think it comes down to the fact that every child is welcome and valued here. Their opinions are valued, and their input is seriously considered in all that we do. And that just feels really good for them, and feels great for us too, to be able to bring their ideas to life.
I love it. And related to that, what would you say is the thing that parents like the most about Audubon Arts?
The parents just love watching their kids have the best time. Parents are also super involved in our days. The last couple of years, that's been a little bit more challenging, but they'll often come, they'll stop by at lunch, where we have lunchtime concerts out back, and they'll get to watch their kids perform, or they'll just come and hang out and watch whoever is on stage that day. They're invited to come to the shows. They are part of our morning and afternoon song. Every day, the entire program gathers in the morning to sing one of our fun favorite traditional songs, and then also at the end of the day. And parents are always welcome and encouraged to join us. And so sometimes they'll just be with their children, or just off by themselves in the big recital hall that we have, singing and clapping and doing the hand movements along to whatever song it is that we're singing. So everybody gets engaged in what we do here, and it's really fun.
I love it. I love to hear it. What's the age range of children who can attend the Audubon Arts program?
So enrollment is based on children's current grades. So we have kids who are currently in kindergarten and go through high school. And they're grouped by grade ish. This year we'll have one group of kids who are in K1 and another group of kids who are in 2, 3, and that kind of thing. Our high school kids do come for the whole 6 weeks. They work on a fully scripted production. This year they'll be doing The Lightning Thief, the Percy Jackson musical. So that'll be really fun to watch them put that together and they have a couple of nighttime performances.
Wow. Okay. So the high school student program is for 6 weeks, but the younger ages you can choose a 3-week program or
the full 6 weeks, right? So
right.
This summer we run from June 27th through August 5th if you come for the whole 6 weeks. Or you can come for one of our 3-week sessions, June 27th through July 15th or July 18th through August 5th. Each 3-week session of our younger groups will create their own show over the course of the 3 weeks. So if they come for the whole 6 weeks, they'll work on 2 shows. Whereas the oldest group, the theater group, will do 1 show over the course of the 6 weeks.
Perfect. So I know it's a musical theater program, but would you say that there's a specialty within that that's offered, or is it a general arts program?
It's a general arts program. It is drama, dance, music, and art, and the kids go through that every day. They have a different class with a different instructor every day. In pre-COVID times, we did have what we called a morning intensive, and participants got to choose whether they wanted to do perhaps beginning piano or a dance intensive or an art or a vocal intensive. And then with COVID, that we had to shift away from that model when we had to keep the kids cohorted and all the groups separate. We didn't mix the groups anymore. So we have yet to bring back those sort of specialty intensives. But this summer, I'm hoping to have sort of guest artists come in and do some specials with the kids. The counselors will also work with the children in their group to do what we call creative intensives, which is a little spin on that, a little different kind of take, where they'll do things like mindfulness activities, yoga, improv, creative writing, that kind of thing. And so that will vary based on the counselors' choices and the kids' suggestions, but they will have some special activities that are not related to the shows that they're working on, yes. There's also outdoor rec time every day for all of the groups that are here. And as I mentioned, we have lunchtime concerts, so everyone eats outside lunch together, and then afterward we have like an open mic performance where the kids can all sign up to perform.
I like that. It sounds like a nice, well-rounded day, so that it doesn't feel like you're just doing one thing all day, especially, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, it's still giving kids a little bit of the open air.
Yes.
I saw your facility, and the outdoor space is really nice, that the walls open and you sort of have an inside outside theater experience. It's actually pretty cool.
Yes, that's our recital hall, which, you know, during the regular academic year is just chock full of performance opportunities, and ECA comes and works there, you know, does some dance rehearsals there. We have Greater New Haven youth ensembles. There's all kinds of things that are happening during the academic year, but in the summer it's just as busy. It's where we have our performances at the end of the 3rd week and the 6th week. It's where we have our daily lunchtime concerts. Then there's also things happening at night when Audubon Arts is not in the building. Neighborhood still carries on their classes and ensembles and lessons in the summer. So it's a very busy building.
It's a busy space. It's a busy spot. I love it over there. The New Haven Arts District. It's a vibrant area that I personally don't end up over there that often.
Yes.
So getting the chance to go and visit you the other day and be down there on purpose and really find out what's happening over there. It's a trifecta of music organizations right there on that corner or on that street. So it's nice.
Yeah, Audubon Street, just kind of tucked away over here, but it's a wonderful spot, and we're really cultivating the partnership of the arts organizations in the area and really partnering as much as possible. So it's a wonderful place to be, a wonderful place to spend our days.
So let's talk a little bit just about the details of the program as parents are deciding if this program, the Audubon Arts program, could work particularly for them. We talked about dates. What about pricing and financial aid in case people are, trying to balance different options during the summer?
Sure. So we do have three different price points for our summer. We have a 3 week session one price point, which is $1,330. Session two is the second 3 weeks. That's $1,395. And then the full 6 weeks for kids that come for that for the full 6 weeks for any of the groups, the theater group or the younger groups, is $2,453, which is actually about a 10% discount off of the price of the two different sessions combined. Perfect. So that's a nice deal for the families. There's also a sibling discount. So if you enroll more than one child, then each child will get a 5% discount. And we have lots of financial aid available. That's a huge part of the Neighborhood Music School mission, is providing access to arts opportunities and for encouraging access to our school. So we do have a robust financial aid program, even in the summer, for Audubon Arts. So I would highly recommend applying for it if that's something that would work best for your family.
That's great, because sometimes programs have opportunities for financial aid and financial support during the school year, right? The typical school year, but not during the summer. And so the fact that you guys offer it during the summer is really wonderful.
Yes. And it's a full day program. So we understand and we realize that families often need wonderful, excellent childcare in the summertime. And we provide that here at Audubon Arts. It's a great way for the kids to be completely engaged and have a wonderfully fun summer. And for the parents to be able to, work during the day. We even have early drop off and extended day options. So if kids need to come a little bit earlier or stay a little bit later based on their parents' schedules, we can do that as well. We can accommodate that. Our regular day is 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. We have early drop off from 8:15 to 8:45, and we have extended day from 4 to 5:30. There's additional fees for the early drop off and extended day, of course, but they're only based on usage. So if you only need it for a day or two, then that's what you would be paying for.
Nice. So the full range would be about 8:15 to 5:30 if you needed it.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, can you tell me about residency? Do you need to be a New Haven resident? Do you have children who are in from other towns?
Absolutely. Neighborhood Music School reaches over 80 towns across Connecticut, and the summer is no different. We have, no, you don't need to be a resident of New Haven. But yes, we have students from Hamden, Guilford, Branford, Cheshire, everywhere, Woodbridge, Orange, anywhere. We have them from all over. They come in the summertime.
Absolutely. That's great. It's a nice way for children to be exposed to, beyond their neighborhood school, right?
Yes.
It's a nice opportunity to meet new friends. And I remember attending some programs as a child, and you get to meet people from all over the world, right? Even summer school I went to once, and you meet friends from, all over the place. It's really cool. It's really cool. It expands your child's horizon and experience, right? Especially in the case, I can imagine there's some children who come to New Haven for the summer to stay with grandma or to stay with aunties, and they end up at the program, but they're like from Florida. That's a really cool exposure to kids, new accents, new things, just a fun time for children in a fun environment.
Absolutely. And actually, we do have a couple of kids in those circumstances this summer. So, and we're happy to welcome them. Kids come to the program all the time. There's often a waiting list. This summer, we are able to accommodate most folks on the waiting list. So that's been great. But it's quite a popular program. So there's been years where folks haven't been able to get in. So, we're happy that they're able to join us now. We welcome kids to come, even if they just come for one summer. And, like you said, if they're visiting family and are just here for a few weeks, sure, they can come. They'll have a great time. And they get to enjoy the process from start to finish and really make new friends along the way.
I love it. So as we wrap up, can you let me know what's the next step for families if they want to learn more about the program or if they're ready to sign up?
Absolutely. They can visit our website, nmsnewhaven.org, and they can look for under music or dance under any of our, in our navigation bar there, they'll find summer and click on that and then look for Audubon Arts. Probably easier is just to either call the school and ask to speak to me, 203-624-5189, and my extension is 31. Or you can email me at atubis@nmsnewhaven.org, and I'll be happy to share more information. We do still have a few openings this summer for pretty much every age that we have, but very, very few, very limited. So if you're at all interested, I'd recommend reaching out as soon as possible.
Can families visit the school beforehand to get a sense of what it looks like, what the facilities are like?
Yes, you won't see it in Audubon Arts form yet because currently we have the preschool and Atlas Middle School happening. But in early June, we transform our spaces so that we can make a big giant mess in Audubon Arts in our art rooms. So yes, families can come and tour now. I'd be happy to show you around and meet with you and show you some of our larger spaces where the kids would be working in the recital hall, for example, or our dance space downstairs, at least to give you an idea of the school and the property and to have a familiar face when you come on the first day. So I'm happy to meet with anybody.
Is there anything I missed that you'd like to share with families? Last thoughts?
Come join us. We have a great time. If you love to sing, if you love to dance, if you love to just kind of be silly and have a great time, then Audubon Arts is a great place to be, a great place to spend your summer, and we'd love to have you join us.
And that sounds amazing. I'm so happy to have met you, and thank you for extending time to give me a tour of Audubon Arts a couple of weeks ago. It was fun to be inside the building for the first time. Families, if you are looking for a program, a performing arts program, a musical theater program, you have a child that is often like mine, singing and dancing around the house, then this is going to be a wonderful program for them to find other kids that are just like them. Sometimes kids who are that outgoing and boisterous have a hard time finding their people. And giving them an opportunity during the summer to do that, to connect with other kids that are just like them, I think would be a wonderful opportunity. One of my kids is going to a performing arts program, not this one, but another one for that reason, to give them a chance to use their voice, right?
Yes.
So definitely give Audubon Arts and the Neighborhood Music School a look if you are looking for an awesome program for your child this summer. Anne's going to be your go-to contact person, and she's going to help take care of you.
Absolutely. I'd love to meet anybody that wants to join us.
Right. I love it. I love it. So the Audubon Arts Program and Neighborhood Music School, you can find information about that on the New Haven Summer Camp Toolkit, along with all 17 options from the New Haven Youth and Rec office, and a growing list of upwards of 20 or so other programs just like it that are available to you here in New Haven or in the surrounding area. Summer is just a few weeks away, depending on when you are watching this video. And it's not too late to find the perfect program for your child, but you are going to want to get started so that you don't end up at the wire, right, on the day before summer actually starts. Yeah. So definitely check the description for information on the Audubon Arts Program, as well as to order your copy of the toolkit so that you can have everything you need to complete the applications. And thank you so much for your time today and for joining me on the show. I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to seeing you throughout the summer and to hearing really great things about the program.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
All right, guys, until next time, I'm Candice Dormon of CandiceDormon.com, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye. Thank you for clicking on this video when you saw it pop up on your feed. If this is your very first time catching one of my live videos, my name is Candice Dormon. I'm a wife, a mom, and an entrepreneur, but in this space for the next few months, I am here to help you avoid the overwhelm of summer planning. The problem is, here in New Haven, there are so many programs available, it can be overwhelming to figure out which one is best for your family. So I created a resource to help you make sense of it all. The New Haven Summer Camp Toolkit will save you hours of stress and overwhelm because it puts some of our city's best options all in one place at your fingertips. Deadlines, details, direct links, everything you need to help you make your summer plans without pulling out your hair. So definitely click the link below to grab your copy of the New Haven Summer Camp Toolkit. As a companion to the toolkit, this series of interviews with camp directors will help you get a better understanding of the programs on the list. So let's get to it.